and welcome to day 4, the last day of Video Game Choo Choo's Game of the Year deliberations. I'm your host, John. Y'all know who's here. We got the train whistle.
Yep.
There's our special guest Mike Casamano with our the people that actually work for this site, Niall and Michael.
Poop.
Great. Folks, are you ready
Can't
to
believe
talk about...
Undertale won the worst game award.
Let's just
go.
Just not waste time.
Go.
Let's go.
Okay,
Let's do this.
So today's categories are worst game and our top 10 favorite best games of the year.
Oh, there's a lot of bad games and some ones that we can just cut.
Let's start with worst game.
Yeah.
Friends, there's some fucking bad fucking games this fucking year. Fuck.
Did you just learn that word?
Yeah, it's a good one.
It is.
It starts with an F and it's a bad one.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's a bad word to say. It's fun.
Look, I know you guys have like kiboshed me doing this in the past, but I'm just gonna do some stuff here. I'm just gonna save us all some time.
We should probably do this as like on the podcast in some sort of process.
Yeah, also
We should, but I want to go to bed so badly.
Also, don't remove Citizens of Earth. I kind of want to...
Let's just do this. Jesus
Like,
Christ.
come on.
Let's record a podcast that's like the antithesis of what this whole process is about.
What are we doing? Yeah, what the fuck are we doing?
Stop.
All right.
John,
Okay.
keep going. You're the host.
Okay.
Fuck.
I'm sorry. I had a rough night. Okay. Our
It's about to get
on our
rougher.
worst game... I know. Our games on our worst games list are Criminal Girls Invite Only, Operation Abyss New Tokyo Legacy, Tokyo Twilight Ghost Hunters, Sakura Clicker, Citizens of Earth, Omega Quintet, Rory McIlroy PGA Tour, Raven's Cry, The Order 1886, Hatred, Angry Birds 2, Tony Hawk 5, Minions Paradise, Battlefield Hardline, Mario Party 10, Risen 3 on the PS4, Galaxy Z, WWE Immortals, Cities XXL, and Scream Ride. Alright. Mike Casamano, make your first choice.
This does not count, but I've taken the liberty of removing Battlefield and Mario Party because come the fuck on. For my cut, I will pick Galaxy Z because I do not think that game hangs.
All right.
Because there's some.
Niall.
I'm gonna pick The Order because it's mediocre. It's not the worst.
It's already gone. That's something I forgot to
Alright.
mention that I did as well. Pick something
I
else.
could get away with that.
Michael.
Wait, am I picking still? Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
Niall.
going
Okay.
to get rid of Raven's Cry because I don't think any of us played it.
Okay.
Arguably the most valid reason.
Michael.
Angry Birds 2.
Okay.
It's more Angry Birds. What the fuck did we expect?
I saw the trailer for that movie.
Look bad.
Did any of us actually play Minions Paradise?
No.
Nope.
All right, get rid of it. Or I'll get rid of it.
Get it out of here.
Fuck, Michael.
Not on
why
my
don't you do
watch.
it? I'm an adult.
I already was... You said get rid of it, so I started getting rid of it.
Okay, I'm sorry. Mike.
Fuck.
Cities XXL.
I don't think that hangs in this list, but they literally sold the patch.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
And then, like, a month later, a different company using the city's name sold an actual city's game that was a really good game. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Skylands, right?
yeah. Skylines
I
was a
heard
good
things.
one, and XXL was like, it was just a patch. They stopped working on XL, released XXL. It was the same game. They just fixed some stuff.
It's fucked up.
Gross.
Yeah.
Who was last?
That was Mike, so it's
So I'm
Niall's
next.
turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Niall.
cut WWE Immortals.
Okay.
Sure.
This podcast is going to be a fucking mess because I'm going to be falling asleep during it. I'm just saying that right now. Michael.
Yeah, Scream Ride.
Okay.
The game's a really weird, really dumb roller coaster action game. It's not good.
Okay. Let me think, because we're kind of down to the nitty gritty here. I'm I'm gonna say get rid of Sakura Clicker because it's hilarious and it gave us one of the best articles ever written on the site. So
All right.
It took mine.
all right. I think we're down to enough that we could just kind of pick the three. I'm gonna list what we have.
We have 8 left.
You want to
I'd
go
say
through
one
more?
more round.
Yeah,
Sure.
8 will.
All right. Well, let me read what we have left. We have Criminal Girls, Operation Abyss, Tokyo Twilight Ghost Hunters, Omega Quintet, Rory McIlroy, Hatred, Tony Hawk 5, and Risen 3.
Let me just throw something out here real quick. Are there any games on this list none of us have played? Because I have not played all these games besides Risen 3.
I don't think anyone has played Hatred or Criminal Girls out of this group.
Then I'm going to just, by the logic we have already used.
Sure.
Oh, also, Citizens of Earth was supposed to be on there, but we forgot to remove that. Cause,
Also, come on.
I don't know. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if that hangs, but I just want to mention that like that game was a huge bummer. Like that, was that under most disappointing because it should have been.
I
Yes.
don't think it was.
I don't know.
Or
That was
okay.
weeks, days, months ago.
I know, but like, man, it should have been because that like I played that game at E3 and I thought that was super cool. But then like once it became obvious that like, oh, this like, okay, because when a game like that comes out the same year as Undertale, where Undertale is this like pastiche that's very similar to Earthbound, but it takes what Earthbound did and like moves it on to the next level. And then Citizens of Earth is basically just like, I played Earthbound once, like, and it's nothing more than that. Like,
I didn't know
that's
Skeletor developed this game.
Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, no, Citizens of Earth is a real bummer, and
Right.
but I don't think it's as bad as the rest of these.
All right, Mike, cut something.
Man, I don't even know what the rest of these fucking games are.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what 3 of those games are.
Okay, we're gonna have to. I think we're gonna have to change up our.
I think I
approach a
played
little
most
bit
of
here.
the. I think I played most of these.
Yeah, Niall, you want to tell us like what's bad about most of these games?
So I think we can cut Tokyo Twilight. It's bad. It's a shitty visual novel / like tactical RPG. It has some cool ideas, but it's just really poorly executed, and I don't think it hangs on this list. Plus, it's like the only game I've ever played where you run across just a pile of a mysterious powder on the ground and you can choose to snort it. Like, and then it's
That sounds great.
and then it's revealed to be salt. But yeah, it's shit. I think Tony Hawk 5 absolutely hangs on this list. I think
Yep.
I mean, it wins.
it wins.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. I bolded this as soon as we started. I think Operation Abyss is really fucking bad.
What is it?
It is a dungeon crawling JRPG where you can create like it is just a really bad dungeon crawler, but as well as that, like it lets you create your own team with different classes, but what it doesn't tell you is you need like certain classes to be able to like advance through even the most basic dungeons because they have special skills. So it really like limits you in a way that it doesn't actually surface that it does, and it's really fucking bad. The story is fucking dreadful. It plays really bad. It looks really bad. But at the same time, it is a dungeon crawling JRPG on the Vita. Like, I don't know that.
What do you expect?
What do you expect? Like, I don't know that it necessarily hangs when I look at 2 other games that are on this list in particular.
And then what's Omega Quintet?
That's the one.
Time to get to work. Yeah.
I'm suddenly really fucking depressed that I asked that question.
Can I propose a 3?
Yes, you can.
What?
Sure.
Omega, Risen, Tony Hawk.
What is Omega Quintet?
It's
All
that
right,
JRPG
so, listen.
John reviews.
All right, I'm gonna because I'm fucking exhausted. I'm gonna pull up the Omega Quintet review and I'm just gonna kind of like read some shit that I wrote about this game.
Well, what
Hang
what
on.
kind of game is it?
It is a JRPG
Uh-huh.
it's really dumb. I don't did I spell quintet right? Hang on, I definitely didn't spell that right. Fuck.
Hey, Michael, do
just
you
gonna look
remember
up-
watching John play Neptunia?
Yes.
It's that with different characters.
Okay.
But
in it.
worse.
Okay.
But worse.
Thank you. That's all I want to know is what actually was it.
All right. Well,
I
took all that time to look up my fucking review, and now it's all for naught. Thanks, Niall.
Thanks, Niall, for answering the question I asked.
Yeah, I speeded up the process.
All right. I'm sorry.
I'm fine with that. Roy McIlroy's not a bad game. It's just broken.
Okay, So,
There are quite a few times it plays like a normal PGA Tour game would. So.
All right, well then I guess we have discovered our worst game. It is Tony Hawk 5, and the runners-up are Mega Quintet and Risen 3, the PS4 one.
Oh, that game's
Thanks,
fucking bad.
that only took 10 minutes. Let's keep going.
I told you that would be easy. I told you this would go quick.
And now
we fucking kill each other.
it's time to fucking die. All right, it's time for our top 10 games of the year deliberation. Yay!
Do you want somebody else to run down these or something for you?
No,
Okay.
I'm gonna do it.
Do it. Do it, John.
We have 45. We have 45. And they are The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain, Super Mario Maker, Fallout 4. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Oh my god, I almost pissed my fucking pants. I thought you were going to delete all of it all at once. Oh my god. Oh. I lost my place.
Fallout 4.
Okay, Fallout 4, Splatoon, Rocket League, Axiom Verge, Ollie Ollie 2, Welcome to Hollywood, Her Story, Bloodborne, Grow Home, Mortal Kombat X, Telltale's Game of Thrones for some reason, Tales from the Borderlands, Rare Replay, Dying Light, Evolve,
What the fuck?
Kerbal Space Program, Massive Chalice, Heroes of the Storm, Forza 6, City Skylines, The Beginner's Guide, Prison Architect, Star Wars Battlefront, Life is Strange, Ori and the Blind Forest, Transformers Devastation, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist, Read-Only Memories, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, Batman Arkham Knight, Pillars of Eternity, Broken Age, Contradiction Spot the Liar, Halo 5, Just Cause 3, Fast Racing Neo, Volume, Cradle, Not a Hero, Xenoblade Chronicles X, Sonic Dreams Collection, Undertale, and Rise of the Tomb Raider. That's 46 now, so you made me a liar.
I mean, you were a liar to begin with. There were 46 games on there, John.
You need to leave me the fuck alone.
Guys, can we not drag this out?
Yes, please. I beg you.
Man, let's do it. Let's just fucking do
Mike
it.
Kazamano, make the first cut.
Not a Hero. Didn't we talk about that game not being good? Or
That you're
am I
thinking
mistaken?
of Party Hard, where I said the music was the only thing that's good, but I will let Not a Hero go. It is fun.
Yeah. More like
It is a
Party
fun
Hard.
game to like play for a few minutes, but
Shit and hard. Niall.
let's see. Life is Strange.
Okay.
Yeah. That,
Yeah.
yeah.
Michael.
Evolve.
Yep.
Yep.
I will get rid of the beginner's guide. Oh, shit.
Man, we are actually kind
Corky?
of tearing through this.
Mike.
This is the easy part.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Metal Gear
Corky?
Solid 5 The Phantom Pain.
No.
What?
Let's go for the low hanging fruit here first, Mike, before we start killing each other.
I'm just imagining like all of us sitting at a table like talking normally, and then Mike pulls out a gun. Like that's
Loads it with a
basically the
bullet,
equivalent of what
spins
just
it.
happened. Like Mike. Yeah, he's just like, all right, guys, let's go. That was uncalled for.
Got
Jesus
a bag of
Christ.
cocaine that's suddenly on the table.
Oh,
Yeah,
Fast
Mike-
Racing Neo.
Yeah,
Fast
sure.
Racing Neo.
Pick a normal person's little game, okay?
Pillars
Niall.
of Eternity.
It's gonna come back around.
Pillars of Eternity.
What? Okay. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Focus.
Yeah, Michael.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man, focus.
It's like herding cats here. Ollie Ollie 2.
Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. What do you mean not yet?
Fine.
Yeah.
If I'm not going to get any support,
Yeah.
because you're all fucking crazy.
Jesus.
That one
Like,
was.
as we get tired, we get like.
I'm not
angrier.
tired.
Oh, this sucks. I'm gonna cut Game of Thrones.
Sure.
Yeah, why is that on there?
Fuck.
Did any of us even play it?
I played the first 3 episodes.
Yeah, how'd that go?
It was fine.
It's one of the 10 best games of the year?
No.
Absolutely
God, no.
That's what I fucking thought.
Cork.
It's back to me. Broken Age. I
Sure.
didn't finish it.
Okay.
Star Wars Battlefront.
Okay. Michael.
Heroes of the Storm.
Okay.
I believe I had my say about that on one of the other podcasts.
Sure. I'm gonna take off Massive Chalice.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, it's not one of the... I don't think it'll hang, but that game's real
Okay.
good.
Okay. Michael. Or Mike, excuse me.
Fuck you, Forza 6.
Okay.
Okay. Niall.
Just Cause.
Michael.
Batman.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Read Only Memories.
Sure.
All right, I'm going to read off what we have left. Shut the fuck up. I'm going to read off what we have left, because we cut quite a few right there. We have Witcher, MGS5, Mario Maker, Fallout 4, Splatoon, Rocket League, Axiom Verge, Her Story, Bloodborne, Grow Home, Mortal Kombat X, Tales from the Borderlands, Rare Replay, Dying Light, Kerbal Space Program, City Skylines, Prison Architect, Ori and the Blind Forest, Transformers Devastation, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Call of Duty, Contradiction, Halo 5, Volume, Cradle, Xenoblade, Sonic Dreams, Undertale, and Rise of the Tomb Raider. Mike, what next?
Oh, it was me. Grow Home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
Niall.
Bloodborne.
Okay.
I was wondering
Oh,
if...
that's not such an easy cut there, my friend.
I was wondering if someone was going to
I don't
do
think
it.
you're gonna get any support for Bloodborne.
Let's fucking keep going.
All right. Now I'll do another one.
City Skylines.
Yeah, that game takes a lot from SimCity 5, or the last SimCity, and does it right. And I think it takes, in my opinion, it takes too much from that SimCity to be this incredible revelation. But if you played that SimCity, that last one, or wanted to, and were disappointed by what it was, then City Skylines is exactly what you want.
Gamers rejoice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gamer's choice. Michael.
Halo 5.
Okay.
It's probably the best Halo game. Oh, what am I doing? What the fuck
Yeah,
is
what the
happening?
fuck? Stop!
Calm down. It's called undo, John. I can undo it.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna say let's get rid of Transformers Devastation.
I'm fine with that. Yeah.
That game is a solid. All right. Unless you're a Transformers fan, in which case it's like this great.
In which case you're Mike Casamano.
Yeah, in which case you're Mike Casamano and you think that it's this like I mean, I appreciate that it is a really good representation of what that series is, but I just think as a character action game it's not that great.
It's fun. That's the best I can say about it.
Mike, deal with it. Casamano, pick yours.
Xenoblade. I don't think enough of us played it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty killer game, but all right.
I feel bad about this one.
Yeah, I want to play it. I
Okay.
just never got time.
I'm just like making some room.
It just came out so late. And
And it's not like, none of us played it. It's that like none of us played it, and I don't think any of us have a great grip on what it is.
yeah.
Sure.
I don't know. Like honestly, I wish that like it didn't get cut so soon because I would have at least wanted it to be like kind of close, just so I could be like, yeah, it's a good game. That's it. Like I don't know. I feel like if that game came out a couple months earlier, it would have been on this list.
Sure.
But it's a bummer.
I think, like Mike said, it was such a question mark. Like I knew it was an RPG, but that was it. And now, only now do I feel like I'm starting to understand what that game is, and more kind of thinking maybe I should pick that up. If that had come out in the summer, I would have eventually gotten to it. But
And I bought it, and I have played a good chunk of it, and then even now, I still feel like I haven't gotten like all the information that I would need to really fully judge that game.
yeah.
So yeah, it's a real shame. I think it's great.
Oh, there's a game
So far.
that needs to be on here.
Which?
I'm filling it in.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yakuza 5 just got added.
Yeah.
And that's good.
Niall's turn.
Yeah, Niall, your turn.
Volume.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool, because that makes cutting Cradle even easier.
Yeah, I really like Cradle,
Yeah,
but
Michael.
I understand why someone would play it for 15 minutes, get pissed off, and never want to play it again. So,
Axiom Verge.
sure.
Y'all good with that?
Sure.
Okay.
Can we hit the pause button for a second?
Sure.
Not the literal pause button.
No, not
right?
the literal pause
Okay.
button. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take all the games that haven't been cut because this list is kind of looking unwieldy,
Yeah, go ahead and
and I'm just going to
make a separate list.
make a separate list here.
Good boy list.
John, while we're waiting, do you want to go through what's left?
All right, it's gonna be.
Yeah, let's just not say anything for a hot second while we do this, so John doesn't fuck up.
Or he could just read them
job.
from like the other list.
Yeah, the existing
All right,
list.
no, okay.
That's also true.
All right. Yeah. Okay. You make my job difficult. We got The Witcher 3, Metal Gear Solid 5, Mario Maker, Fallout 4, Splatoon, Rocket League, Her Story, Bloodborne, Mortal Kombat X, Tales from the Borderlands, Rare Replay, Dying Light, Kerbal Space Program, Prison Architect, Ori and the Blind Forest, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Call of Duty, Contradiction, Sonic Dreams Collection, Undertale, Rise of the Tomb Raider, and Yakuza 5. Does anyone want to make a cut, maybe?
As we're waiting on Mike still.
Yeah, is it like my turn?
Yeah.
I believe so.
It
So
is.
just
Well,
go
then
go ahead and finish.
All right, I'm going to finish.
Let's not confuse ourselves by doing 2 or 3 things at once.
Finish it!
Let John say dumb things.
Yeah.
Man, we cut a lot of that list real quick.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like the problem we had foreseen, where like these are all games that one of us likes,
Yeah.
is suddenly
Yeah.
coming home to roost.
Uh-oh.
It's either like one of us likes it and that's it, or we've only
Let me see
played
if I can
bits of
turn these into like a new numbered list. Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
We got
Okay,
23.
Down to 23. Shit.
Chop that list in half.
Yeah.
My turn, right?
Yes.
Priz John Architect.
Sure.
Oh boy, yeah. I am I the only one who played it among the 4 of us?
I think so,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I don't think that's like itself a reason for deletion.
No, I what I'll say is, I mean, I grew up playing Maxis games. Like, I love those games. I loved how intricate they were. I liked how complicated they were. But I always understood that some people would look at those games and be like, what the like, I don't know how to get into this. And I thought Prison Architect, especially when it hit 1.0 this year, did enough things so that someone who had always looked at that genre, the management kind of sim genre, could approach it and understand it, and they did it in an entertaining way. There's a story mode, and there'd always been one story beat in that game, a little tutorial about like having to execute a guy. And they added an entire, I don't remember how many chapters it was because it didn't end up beating all the chapters. They added like, I want to say 8 to 10 chapters, and each one teaches you a different part of like, okay, well, here's how to set up the basics of your prison. Here's how to build a building. Here's paving like little sidewalks. Here's how to attach electricity. Oh, the electricity's gone out. Well, how do you fix that? Well, now you gotta, okay, and then the next one will teach you how to suppress a fire and suppress a riot. And the next one will teach you, this mechanic. And the next one will teach you this mechanic. And they just went down that story mode so you have something that's engaging of a story, but it's still teaching you the game. And then they added the escape mode, which is just an extra little thing that they added on so that after you've spent 10 to 20 hours building your prisons, realizing just like in SimCity where you build a city and you think, oh man, because I didn't know what I was doing at first, I have some design flaws. I'm going to start again. And that's sort of the loop, the internal loop. Once you start to kind of get maybe not bored, but you don't want to do that anymore, then you can just sit there and go like, I'm going to escape my prisons. I'm going to see how other people do their prisons and escape their prisons. It was one of the first management games in a very long time that I actually couldn't put down. Like, I don't think since Civ 5 have I felt that invested in a management sim. And for me, it's been happening for off and on for a couple years since they've been developing it, because it's the Introversion guys. It's the guys who did like Darwinian stuff. So I even wrote about it on the site of like the more deeper meanings in that game of, personally, I had like struggles between prisoner happiness and safety versus security versus all kinds of stuff. and it's something that you don't think about sometimes because it's a management sim, but then you realize like, oh, I'm managing, quote unquote human beings. So for me, that game means a lot, and I didn't know how far up this list it would get it. So, but that's kind of how I feel about it.
I think that's a solid argument for it that I admittedly spaced in and out on because I'm kind of tired.
That's fine. I would say
what I did catch was a pretty interesting argument for an exploration of game design that is very hands-on, and I think that's definitely worth commending.
Yeah, I'd like to see it at least go a little further.
Game of the year, no.
Yes.
I think it is one of the 23 best games of the year.
I know for sure for me there's lower hanging fruit, but if it left, that's...
Yeah, some of these games could fucking go, but that was just like something that like jumped out to me immediately right now.
That's fine. It's on my personal list, so...
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna cut Call of Duty.
Go for it, man.
I don't know why that's even still here.
Go for it, man.
Because I hope no one would notice.
Fuck off. Michael.
Wait, are we marking off on the main list or that new list?
The
Okay,
new
we're
list.
marking off the new list. Okay, thank you. Sonic Dreams Collection.
Oh, man.
That's a real fucking trip of a game, and people should play that game, but it's not one of the 10 best games of the year.
All right,
Fair.
I'll let
Yeah,
it go.
I
I have it as my number 10, but I'm okay with seeing it go.
Alright, it's John's turn. It's the gamer's choice.
Big gamer.
Gamer's choice.
Tune into Spike TV's Video Game Awards for the Gamer's Choice.
Gamer's choice is going to be why the fresh heck is Assassin's Creed still on this list. Get this
Because
away
it's
from me.
really fucking good.
I played it, and I'm
It's
totally
actually-
fine with it going.
Actually,
It's not bad.
Mike.
It's
Oh,
not
it's bad.
but
Oh, well, okay.
I don't think it hangs here.
What does it do differently
Not
than,
enough.
say, the other? Yeah, the other. I know that there's two different characters to choose from, but and there's
I feel
some...
like if you're coming to an annual franchise and looking for massive sweeping changes, you are out of your mind.
No, I don't. I don't want massive sweep. Like, what makes this stand out?
What makes it stand? I mean, it's a return to the traditional Assassin's Creed formula, which is like literally the most insane sentence I've ever said in my life. But they do it in a way that feels stripped down, and it's just as much notable for what it doesn't do incorrectly as what it does do correctly. Like it takes like some of the Ubisoft open world bloat and refines it to a point where that stuff is fun and worth doing. Like I conquered like 100%. I did all the side stuff, found like all the chests in each like burrow, took out all like the little side missions that allowed you to, take over the town. And I'd never done that stuff in any other Assassin's Creed, even before the like crazy Assassin's Creed Unity million icons on the map really began to take over. And I think that was because London feels like such a real place. And maybe that's because it feels like a real place to us as like Westerners who are definitely closer to the 1800s than we are, 1700s Boston. And I think the way the game allows for improvisation in both the mission structure and like the way the game is structured, there's like supposed to be a gang fight at the end of each burrow you take over, and then you fight like the sort of the mini boss at the end. But when the mini boss shows up to taunt you and then like throw some dudes at you like halfway through your progression, you can totally chase down that mini boss and kill them. It's really difficult, and it's supposed to be really difficult, but if you do that, they don't show up later. And that's a small thing, and it's one that like in a vacuum doesn't seem like this crazy new addition, but the way Assassin's Creed Syndicate is in many ways the best Assassin's Creed game, period, despite like being stuck with like so much baggage from Unity and 3 and all those other games where like it was either broken or too bloated, and to trim all that back and come out with a game that's not just like technically competent but in some ways like visually
it looks
gorgeous,
really nice. Yeah.
I think Assassin's Creed Syndicate is the very best one of those, and as someone who really likes one of those, I thought it was really cool. And I'm also a fucking idiot for not putting down the World War I stuff for best moment senior level. I thought that was also really fucking neat that there's just like this whole other sequence in there. But that's just like me as someone who gives a shit about where the series is going plot-wise. I think mechanically Assassin's Creed Syndicate is the best it has been in a very, very, very long time.
All right, let's get rid of it.
Yeah, I'm interested in playing it, and I thought I was done with that series after 4, even though I enjoyed it.
That's the fucking subtitle of everyone who thought about playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever get to it or what.
Like,
but...
this one's good.
All right, Cork, choose.
Boy, oh boy. Does Rare Replay really belong on here?
I was just about to ask that. I mean, isn't that... I mean, technically, it's
like, I don't even think this should count as a cut. I think this is just like... It feels weird to me.
Yeah, it feels weird to me,
We gave this game its due in the award category we invented for games like it.
Sure. Sure.
All right, then let me...
That's a great game.
It got fucking removed. It's vanished.
Hold on, let me just...
Mike, would you like to make another actual cut, or...
We need to cut 8 games.
We need to cut it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's two times around.
Yeah, 2 more times.
Or at least 1, and then get down to the nitty-gritty.
Yeah, I think 1.
Dying Light.
Yeah, I was gonna...
Yeah.
You took the easy one.
Okay, Niall.
I'm gonna...
No, there's some easy ones on there.
I'm gonna say Mortal Kombat.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Can I just interrupt real quick?
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't want to do Dying Light.
Okay, what do you want to do?
2.
Oh.
Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain.
Oh, Jesus Christ, really?
Mm-hmm.
All I can do is make my defense of it, because I know not everyone here loved it.
Before you do, what I will say is, I am open to it going, and I am open to it staying. Like, I had this game...
Like, here's my thing.
This game was, like, number 11 or 12 on my personal list. Like, it was real close. I could go either way here.
And for me, it's on my list, but... like we mentioned it when we were talking about most disappointing.
Yeah,
like,
it got a most disappointing like runner up.
Well, when we were talking about that, it's like when I started that game up, when I started playing that game, I was like, Game of the Year! Oh, this is it! And then as I kept playing it, I was just like, so that's it? Alright.
Yeah, watching you get progressively bummed out as you played it, John, to the point where you got to that skull truck mission, like, and we're just losing it.
Yeah,
Dude, that's exactly where I stopped too.
No, here's the thing, Mike. I didn't get to the hard version of that.
Oh.
So, when I heard that there was a hard version of that, that's when I went, I'm good.
And like John is like the biggest Metal Gear boy I know.
I just learned all the fucking big story beat things, and I was like, well, I guess that's it for me.
I want to hear Michael's defense of it though, because like I said, I could go either way.
Out of most of the games on this list, I thought Metal Gear established itself as something very different. Different from the previous games in the franchise, different from how they had gone about game design before, different than how most games go about game design. I totally agree that there are at least 3, 4, 5 different fucking levels that are complete bullshit. But the way that game is designed and the way it reinforces that is to allow the player to play as they would like to, and that's why those levels are so difficult, is because for 30 hours, you're fucking running around a desert and running around Africa choosing how you'd like to play. So you could play the same mission over and over again, different ways. So I could play it super stealth, where I just put everyone to sleep, and John could play it super stealth, where he never just fucking shoots anyone and doesn't get seen and doesn't put anyone to sleep. Niall could play it like a bat out of hell and fucking shoot and blow up everything. And Mike could play it however Mike would like to play it. He could sit around and just snipe everybody and just keep running, or just drive in with a fucking Jeep, or make his horse poop and the Jeep will fucking run off the road. Like, that game lets you play however you'd like. And even the bullshit levels where the truck is overturned and you're just surrounded by skulls, everyone I know who played that game fucking hated that level. But also everyone I know who beat that level beat it in a different way. Like I beat it because I had Quiet with me and I kept running around, turning around, shooting them with like the skulls with rocket launchers, and she would snipe them, which would stun them, which would let me aim at them and blow them up. And like, so everyone I know played that differently. Some people were able to run away and sneak back up to them.
That's what I
Some
did,
people, yeah.
I crawled up the mountainside after they got out and waited for them to follow up slowly in that direction, and then crawled like probably a mile back around and hugged a wall, crawling all along the entire way. And I didn't have
but was
any
that fun?
No, that's what I was about to say. I had no fun doing that.
Let me
tell you what I did for that level. I kept trying to be stealthy. I listened to what Niall did, and I tried to keep doing that, but then eventually I just got really pissed, and I just ran up to the truck, and I continuously put the Fulton on the truck until eventually one of the skulls just, like, kind of glitched out and didn't knock it off, and then the Fulton went up and took the truck, and then I just ran away. So I just did that.
That kind of falls apart when you think of like the ways we all beat it, which is we cheese the game mechanics until it let us escape.
Yeah,
I'm not disagreeing with that, and that's bullshit. But that's one level, and it also I think that also reinforces the idea, even though some of those were certainly like John's case is a glitch, but like you guys are talking about the Fulton truck, and then as soon as you get to it, skulls pop out. I would try to Fulton it, and they'd shoot that, and then I would run around and try to blow them up with rockets. I think one time I just tried to get in the truck and just fucking bolt, and that almost worked. Like, there are enough different ways that someone could accomplish that task and can accomplish any other task within that game. Every mission, every side mission, all of it can be accomplished almost however you would like. Even if it does feel like cheesing, you're not like trapping the boss in the level. You are figuring out an alternative way, and the game supports that. Some of them are bullshit. Just like some of those missions are fucking bullshit. Just like Quiet's bullshit. But I feel like that game, better than any other, introduced aspects of video games that I am used to and aspects of video games I recognize, and said, here is a literal sandbox. Here is a literal playground. How would you like to choose? How would you like to choose to play? Do you want to fucking boost up get a really cool rocket launcher? Then research really cool rocket launchers. Do you want to get a really cool sniper rifle that's silenced? Get a really cool sniper rifle that's silenced. Do you really like D-Dog? Well, just fucking upgrade D-Dog. Do you like using the cardboard box? Put a pretty lady on it. Put an anime lady on it, and now you can even be more stealthy with it. Like, that game lets you play how you'd like, and then lets you reinforce it and make it even more fun and more interesting and more dynamic. And that's what I feel about it. If you guys felt differently, if you guys didn't experience that or don't agree with that in some way, that's fine. But that game allowed me to play games differently than anything else on this list.
I think
I disagree, because there was still the part where, like, if you wanted to actually get the upgrade elements you needed for those upgrades in a way that was timely when you actually needed them, maybe just kick us a little bit of money for a forward operating base. Maybe just pay a little bit of money to help that real time thing go faster. Maybe spend a couple MB coins.
I never ran into a point where, like, there were several points where, like, oh, I can't afford this. So I would go to bases where I knew they had...
It was tied to your, like, offline inventory, because they changed that.
See, when I played, that was never a big problem.
I feel like...
And then there's also the part where, like, that whole world, you just see the same, like, areas over and over and over. And, like, it being a sandbox is all well and good, but there's just, like, no variety after a while. And I knew exactly what I wanted from each area. Where I had my silent sniper rifle, I had Quiet with the silent sniper rifle. And it took me like 5 minutes, and it just became irrelevant.
But how far into the game was that? Was that 2 hours in, or 20 or 30 or 40?
It was around the time I was getting ready to leave Afghanistan.
And then they introduced an entire new area.
Which is also exactly the same, except you just have a different camo. I can just
it's not exactly the same, because the layouts are different. The maps are different. So
The
different
maps
bases
are
are
different, but it's like there's the dude in the tower, you take him out. There's the dude in the other tower, you take him out.
But you play that
Throw a
way.
glass grenade in there and just.
But
see
you
what
played that
happens.
way, but you could also play a different way, and you could do different things. So not every mission has to be the same way. That's just how you choose to play. And if you find that
The game
boring,
doesn't force me into that though. It just,
and that's what I value, is that the game is not sitting there saying you have to play this way. It purposefully says
it doesn't give you
here.
any rewards for playing differently.
No, and that is a fault of it, but I value differences in my game. I value different experiences a lot in a game, and that game not having to like hold my hand and say like, through this section you're going to pull left trigger and then pull right trigger. It's like, well, what happens if I just want to sneak up on this guy? It's like, okay, you can also do that. Like, well, what happens if I want to...
With the way that game opens, you cannot tell me there is not a huge hand-holding part of that game. That is literally
No, I'm not
hours.
saying the game doesn't hold your hand. I'm saying, like, even Metal Gear Solid 4, there are parts of it you have to play a certain way, or most modern video games you have to play a very certain way, and that's it. In this game, it's like, well, would you like to be stealthy? Do you want to just shoot shit? So there were times where I go into a base and I would choose a side mission. It's like, go rescue this person. Like, all right, I'm going to go kidnap this person, or I'm going to Fulton this person, get him out. And then the next time I'd go in that base, it's like, oh, instead of putting everyone to sleep and just grabbing this person or doing whatever the mission is, I'm going to purposefully scan everyone to then take them back to my base because I need more people in, whatever, medical bay. And so now I am taking that base down differently because I have different needs. And personally, I valued the idea that however I chose to handle that mission or handle that side mission or how I chose to do it, if I fucking started scanning people and they're all shit, I just started putting bullets in them and they didn't know where it was coming from. So it's like, all right, I'm just going to walk away now and just go find more guys.
The moment-to-moment gameplay in that game became too irrelevant for me too early, to the point where like I had a perfect plan for everything I came up against, and it was the same equipment. Nothing changed.
But the game does change. The game adds, if you do a lot of headshots, they start wearing helmets. If you do a lot of sneaking around, they start having lights, and they start having, I want to say night vision goggles, and they start adding body armor. Like, the game does dynamically change to the way you play it.
But it doesn't adapt in a way that made me feel like I needed to change. I used the same equipment the whole game because I knew exactly how to get around the ways the game was responding to my layout. Like, you can still shoot people in the face with your sniper rifle because you can just, like, shoot the part that's exposed. Or you, like, shoot them twice in the leg and then they fall asleep. Like, it wasn't, like, much more.
But so it did
was just,
change...
like, an extra small step.
Yeah, but it did change the way you played. Like, not huge, but, like, for
Definitely
me...
not enough for, like, a fucking 50-hour game.
Sure.
And, like, not to the point where, like, I felt like the rest of the tools were necessary. And to, like, have a game, like, not provide any sort of tangible reward for experimentation doesn't make me feel like the game is, like, well designed. It makes me feel like the game has come up with all these tools and is leaving it entirely up to the player. And I don't think, like, I don't think that works with this particular game. I don't think this works in conjunction with, like, the weird, gross online stuff, and I don't think it works in conjunction with, like, the sprawling base management stuff, which also turns out to be terrible. Like, when you have to do the parasite thing. And then there are also missions like the child soldiers that you're rescuing, or the Sahelanthropus fight, and the second Sahelanthropus fight. Neither of those are fun. Neither of those are engaging. And if you've been playing the game a certain way, they do force you to play differently, but not in a way that comes up with a different play style. Because if you're just shooting your way through that game, you still are shooting your way through the boss fights. And that's like... that doesn't speak to a sort of Deus Ex problem-solving mindset. It speaks to, we've just, like, come up with this world, but we've done no work to make it interesting. And you have to do all that work yourself.
Sure. I mean, I totally agree that there are moments and missions that force you to play a certain way. And I know there are alternative ways to solve those, but in the fucking panic of, like, this dude's on fire and I don't know how to put him out. Or this is a fucking giant robot that's shooting me. There's no way to figure that stuff out. But, like, I only fought Sahelanthropus once. But because I had upgraded my helicopter enough and gave it rockets, it did a better job against Sahelanthropus. I can't say that word. It did.
Sahelanthropus. I mean, like the part where you're like running away from him in Afghanistan, which sucks shit.
I only did that. Like I only fought that once.
Yeah, and then like you have that like the boss fight later on.
Yeah.
And then
right.
harder version of the boss fight.
Okay. Yeah.
Later on.
Well, the second chapter, you don't have to do every one of those missions. You only have to do story missions, and then you can wait and do side missions, and eventually the final chapter will open up. You don't have to do every single one of those harder missions.
That's real dumb.
You only have to do story missions. I mean, they needed to do a better, that game is oddly set up.
I think it's also not helped by its story or its characters. I think like early on that sort of like Metal Gear weirdness plays really well, but like as it gets like weirdly like darker and like grosser, I think that's a huge. I think it's a huge break to go from like this weird quirky game with like a little bit of a grittier coat of paint to what if we tortured this fucking guy? What if we fucking broke his goddamn leg?
To me, all of it was Metal Gear bullshit, and I don't really like the Metal Gear story. So it was just like, oh, this is more dumb shit. Cool. Great. I'm going to kind of list. Yeah, it's like, all right, yeah, of course there's a skull face. There's a dude who shoots fucking bees in another game. I'm not going to really pay attention to this part. Like I agree. A lot of the story stuff, it's entertaining, but it's also so bombastic, it's fucking ridiculous, and I can't take any of it seriously. So it's like, you know, all that's left is for me to be annoyed by Miller and by Huey and disgusted by Quiet and really not engaged by anything else. Like, yeah, nuclear, you know, weapons and viruses when you speak. Like, cool. All right, get back to the part where I'm infiltrating a base. I really enjoyed the gameplay. And
I feel like the conversation we had during our most disappointing conversation, like, comes back up here where, like, 3 of the other people, like, including me, were, like, set for this to be the game of the year, and, like, the simple act of playing through this game made that not viable.
I mean, maybe it's because I think a lot of Metal Gear games are fucking batshit insane, so I expected this to be batshit insane.
No, I mean, like, in a vacuum, though. Like, just picking up this game, starting it, playing it, and then seeing what it has to offer, which is a second half of the game that is mostly just recycled stuff. Like,
yeah, but by the time you get to that second half, you've spent 30 or 40 hours into it. So even if you do put it down, then you've gotten...
like, doing a lot of the same stuff.
Sure, but I mean, in Witcher, you do a lot of the same stuff. If you want to get like real semantic, you just you use the same attacks over and over again.
Right, but there's window dressing. There's like characters. There's like a story.
Sure,
there's
and that's
something to sink your teeth into.
And that's
find the guy, fucking put a balloon on him. Like,
and that's fine. But like, I don't know. I feel like I've made my argument of how I feel about Metal Gear, and if you guys disagree, that's fine. And cut it. But that's why I liked it.
I feel like Metal Gear maybe sticks around for now. Like,
I feel like if we don't have this conversation now, it's going to be way harder to come back to it.
I mean, if we don't have it now, it's going to be down to like what's number 9 and 10.
Like, my problem with cutting it right now.
I think there are 10 better games on this list.
My problem is I don't know if there are 10 better games. Like, I look at this list and I say, okay, this is here, this is here, this is here. I have like maybe 7 games that I strongly feel like should be on this list. And Metal Gear isn't one of them, but it's in that next sort of tier for me. I mean, John...
Do you guys want to... How about we go a round of cuts and then see where we're at?
I'm okay with that, but like I'm also looking at like this.
I mean, yeah,
this, like,
at some point
10,
we
like,
do have to make...
This is pretty close to what it would be, I think.
We do have to like make the hard cuts at some point too. So
I'm gonna start deleting things off the second list and just strike through names on the first list, so we have a better idea of what's left.
All right, so then I guess instead of that, what about Yakuza? How do we feel about it?
Yeah,
I think I can go. It's funny. It's cool. It's Yakuza.
It's probably the best Yakuza game I played, but I've only played Yakuza 4. So
I played some of the Japanese version of Yakuza 5 when it came out, and it's pretty fucking good. I like it, but I'm not gonna fight for it.
Niall.
Dying Light.
Yeah,
sure.
That was easy.
Can you strike through while you're on the first list, and I'll just delete
Oh,
on
sure.
the second list. I already got Dying Light.
Michael.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist.
Shit.
That game adds a lot to an already established formula, and what it adds is incredible. And as a Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan, an old Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan, and a guy who's fucking wasting too much money.
Oh, hold on there. Hold on,
What?
fucking fast, Frank.
What?
I think we all know there are some other games that we are less excited about than this fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Game.
I mean,
Are you really gonna argue for Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now?
that game is not
wait.
one of the that game is
Fuck.
not one of the best 10 games of the year.
Someone took a game off the fucking top list. Can I add it just real quick?
Sure.
Because it was on here and then it wasn't. I'm gonna fucking kill someone.
Oh,
What was it?
It's being clever.
Star Hero.
Oh.
No, guess what? I didn't even take that off, but still shit. I don't want to have to hear about fucking Guitar Hero. I don't give a shit about Guitar Hero. Fucking cares about Guitar Hero.
Hold on, we're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! And then we'll get to Guitar Hero. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not one of the best games of the year. It's just not.
All right, look, guys, are we telling some fucking humor jokes here? Are we having a good time, or are we gonna fucking make this a serious website list?
I think a serious website list includes one of the best values of the year.
Let's get rid of Yu-Gi-Oh!
It doesn't stay, dude.
Fucking goddamn it!
It's
I
a
would've bet-
great-
I would have
it
bet
is-
cash money if you had asked me.
No, it's a really good Yu-Gi-Oh game, probably one of the best ever, but it still has like huge flaws that I don't think card games on
I am
on
genuinely
consoles can
shocked that
fix.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Maybe
is gone. I
let's
Yeah,
put
me
it
too.
let's put it this way: there are cards that you can activate at any moment, like that you can set and activate during your opponent's turn, and you can just activate at any moment.
Oh fuck!
And at every fucking opportunity,
You can turn that off.
No, what?
it doesn't fucking tell me that I can, so I have to sit there and hit no. It asks you at every opportunity. Do you want to activate
that's like
this
the
card?
first thing I did in the options.
Oh, it did. Yeah, it doesn't ever fucking tell you that you can do that. It just asks you and interrupts you every time. Hey, do you want to play this card? Hey, do you want to play this
my
card?
God.
Hey, do you want to play this card? Hey, he just drew a card. Do you want to play this card? Hey, it's his standby phase where literally nothing happens. Do you want to play this card? Hey, it's his
Michael.
main phase. He hasn't said anything. Do
Michael,
you want to play this
stop.
card? He summoned a
Stop.
monster. Do you want to play this card?
You're giving me agita just talking about this shit. You need to stop.
It was like oh my god, I can't believe you guys played that whole game with that on.
Yeah, because it doesn't ever tell you can shut that off.
But that's like just something that you would just like think to look for, right?
I glanced no because other Yu-Gi-Oh games don't have that as an option. So as soon as I started playing, I was like, oh, this is like every other Yu-Gi-Oh game.
Let me stop your ass right fucking now. Mister, I didn't know you could go into the fucking start menu and go into the store in Revengeance. Motherfucker, are you really saying this right now? Do you remember? I remember. I remember when you said this thing and you were incorrect because you're a fool. You're a fucking fool. And I'm sick of your shit.
Hey,
Revengeance is not the game of the year.
hey, John, cut a game.
What? Guitar Hero Live, what the fuck is wrong with you?
God damn it, that game is one of the 10 best games of the year. Y'all
No, it's
fucking
not. You're a
lunatics.
dumb, stupid idiot who needs to shut up.
Okay, hold on. Hands up. Everyone in this room has played Guitar Hero. Oh, just me. Oh, just me then, huh?
Because, you know why? You know why? Because who cares about Guitar Hero? It's 2015!
Didn't?
Oh
know
God,
what?
we're
Hold
falling
on.
apart.
Hold
We're
on real
falling
quick.
apart
I
at the
just-
seams.
I'm remembering a conversation I had with John where John said Guitar Hero doesn't have any negative association in 2015. And yet right now, he's saying who cares about Guitar Hero? It's 2015. Despite being the man what said in Best Surprise,
Apathy
that
is
he
different than
thought
negativity.
it was a
Negativity.
good idea to bring back Guitar Hero.
Apathy is different from negativity.
Listen to the tape. He thought it was a good idea.
Hey, Mike, how
Yeah.
about this? Listen to me right now.
Yeah.
Smell like bad cream cheese, dude.
Oh, somebody cut a game?
All
Yeah, I think we're
it's
down
your
to it at
turn,
this point.
actually.
We've got
okay.
15.
We might
We
be
gotta-
down to it.
Yeah, we're getting close.
We have to cut.
How about we go through
Sure.
it at least one more time instead of cutting? We lock a game.
All right. Okay. Well, how about I read what we have left?
Sure, 15 left.
We're at 15. We have The Witcher 3, Metal Gear Solid 5, Mario Maker, Fallout 4, Splatoon, Rocket League, Her Story, Bloodborne, Mortal Kombat X, Tales from the Borderlands, Kerbal Space Program, Ori and the Blind Forest, Contradiction Spot the Liar, Undertale, and Rise of the Tomb Raider. Alright, Mike.
Let's go through one more round of cuts, because I think I know where this is going to go.
Okay.
I think, with the heaviest of hearts, we should cut Contradiction Spot the Liar.
I think there are lower hanging fruit.
I love Contradiction so much.
I might agree with you in a couple of minutes.
I have hills I would rather die on than Contradiction.
How about this? We need to cut 5 games, right?
I agree.
I'm going to name 4 games we can cut right now.
Okay.
Mortal Kombat X. Ori and the Blind Forest. Bloodborne.
No.
And Rise of the Tomb Raider.
I would keep Ori
take Rise
here.
of the Tomb Raider
I think
over Bloodborne.
Ori is top 10.
So
I think we actually have to do it one at a time.
I think we just cut Mortal Kombat and Rise of the Tomb Raider because I didn't hear anyone defending either one.
I said I would take Rise of the Tomb Raider over Bloodborne.
Well, I think Mortal Kombat goes then.
Okay, that's fair.
Because I think that's only a John game.
I'm just deleting it.
And it's a great fighting game, but yeah.
Yeah, I really like what I played of it when I whooped your ass.
Relax.
All right, 4 more have to go.
How do we feel about Kerbal?
Kerbal's dope. Kerbal is this kind of... You can just slap together rockets and fucking try to see how far you can make it. Or you can use it as a semi-educational program and kind of teach you of how to actually make it into orbit and stage rockets. I learned more about rocket stages and how actual spaceships work fucking banging my head against trying to see how far I could go of let's see if I can make these guys escape Earth's orbit. Oh shit, now they're just hurtling off into space. Great.
But is it one of the 10 best games of the year?
I think so.
Is it absolutely one of the... Is this the hill you want to die on?
I mean, the hill I want to die on is going to make it anyways, because we all like it.
All right.
Here, you know what? I'm gonna give everyone a reprieve. I'm gonna take Bloodborne off the list.
Okay.
Because that is all the wolves are always at Bloodborne's door, and I would rather see Tomb Raider make it on there.
Mm-hmm.
We have
Niall,
13 games.
I think Ori.
Niall?
There are games on this
Ori?
list I would cut before Ori. I have it really high, like most of these games. To be honest, I have Ori as my number 4.
Niall.
Like what?
For the year. Yes, Mike.
Niall, if you back my dark campaign,
I have.
I will get on your Ori horse.
See,
Ew.
I have 2 things above Ori that I'd rather
Rancid.
fight for, though, which is
Sexy.
where I might be willing to compromise and let things go a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah, I
got one.
I think Fallout 4 can go.
Fallout
too.
4.
Yeah, what?
Are you out of your goddamn mind? Are you out of your goddamn minds?
Buy Fallout.
Are you fucking lunatics?
Buy
Are
Fallout.
you fucking crazy people?
It's a
Buy
really...
I think Fallout is
It's a
better
really
than
good
Metal
Fallout
Gear
game.
for
Fucking
the
Fallout
record.
get cuts before fucking Metal Gear?
Buy Fallout. Ooh.
What?
I also think that we can't have Fallout and Borderlands on this list. Okay. We can have Fallout and Borderlands, or we can't have both of them.
Wait, why not?
Because they are both very good at the house style.
I had
They both have pretty significant technical problems for their size, and they come with that feeling that we kind of done this before. But they are very good at being the house style.
I didn't either.
You can make the same argument for both of those games.
Yeah, I had no technical problems with Tales from Borderlands.
I had nothing
game
that...
crashed on me twice.
I had nothing that impacted gameplay. I had some, pop in, but that was it.
And you could also
haven't
say
had any
I had no problems with
problem with Fallout
gameplay
either,
with
for the record.
fucking Fallout.
Well, Mike,
That is
guess
such an
what?
anecdotal thing.
If it
I think a
I
game
would-
that is
I would
fucking
rather
been
cut Metal
nominated
Gear
for
than
most
Fallout, if
disappointing
that's what it's going to come down
needs to fucking go.
to be honest.
That's what it would fucking come down to if I had my fucking way.
How about we cut both of them?
Oh shit!
Yeah, you want to make dark deals?
I'm-
Let's
I'm
make some
good-
fucking
I'm-
dark deals. They're both gone.
Let's rock.
I'm okay with cutting Ori in this situation. I will let Ori go because I have hills I would rather die on than Ori.
What?
It looks great, but I just don't know if anybody else feels that strongly about it. Do they?
No.
Let me posit something. What if we cut? Niall, let me ask you a question. Do you feel more strongly about Contradiction or Ori?
Man, that's a tough one.
Yeah, that is the question I am asking right now.
I think you get more support for Contradiction.
Ori is my number 4 and Contradiction is my number 5, but I think I'm probably going to get more support on Contradiction, but neither are my hill to die on either. So,
Well, then let me propose this this dark business.
Okay.
What if we remove the video games? Contradiction, Spot the Liar, Rocket League,
What?
and a Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain, and we have our list.
Somebody's smoking the weed.
I didn't play any
Rocket
Rocket
League
League,
either.
so
Rocket. I mean, I think Rocket League's really good. I don't know. I honestly, I thought y'all played more Rocket League. So
I think
never
Rocket
mind.
League is the best multiplayer of the year, but I think okay, hold on. How would you feel about Splatoon as well?
I love Splatoon. I would fight for Splatoon.
I really liked it. I didn't play a ton of it. I thought it was really interesting.
What if
Honestly,
we cut?
I'd rather get rid of Rocket League before Splatoon.
What if we cut Rocket League, Metal Gear, and Ori, and we have our list?
okay.
Okay.
Sure.
That was simpler than we thought it would.
Okay. So
Okay, now hold on. Nobody do nothing. Everybody just fucking relax.
yeah.
Everybody calm the fuck down.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
I'm going to do the annual Kazumano attempt to make everything good.
Oh, so this will work.
Oh fuck.
This won't be
I'm going to do
terrible.
my best job.
This won't be terrible.
This is gonna suck.
John, why don't you read down the 10 that we have
All right,
that are not in order?
Unordered.
Unordered.
This is not in order yet, but here are the candidates: The Witcher 3: Wild Hunt, Super Mario Maker, Fallout 4, Splatoon, Her Story, Tales from the Borderlands, Kerbal Space Program, Contradiction, Spot the Liar, Undertale, and Rise of the Tomb Raider. Why the fuck is Rise of the Tomb Raider on here?
It is a fantastic game.
Who else played it? Who else has an Xbox One? What the fuck is your problem?
I have an
Kazumano?
Xbox One.
I have an Xbox One. I didn't play. I didn't play it.
Who doesn't have an Xbox One? Am I right?
Ass.
Hey guys, how's that Xbox One doing?
Man, ordering this is actually more difficult than I expected, but I'm going to give it my best shot, y'all.
I think it's
Okay.
I think we could nearly say. I think we have probably an easy consensus number 1 here.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
want, and I also think an easy consensus number 2.
Okay.
But
All right, finish
like
your
I said, I'm
fucking
just
bullshit.
Are we going to try to go from after Mike pastes his terrible, probably not accurate, and nowhere near anything any of us will
Yeah.
agree with list? We'll just go from bottom up and see what we can get.
I think we'll just discuss
that how you guys wanna
what
do
we
it?
think should be moved around, or see what gets
All
support.
right.
Sure. Okay.
Because there's a lot of moving that needs to happen.
Sucks dick.
There we
okay.
go.
Boy, I
There
hope
we
this
go.
fucking works.
All right.
Want to
let's see what
I'm just
you-
going to type it out. I'm going to
Okay.
format it all, so we're all good. So we're all swifty.
I don't see any typing.
Yeah, just write your shit.
I have it on a separate Google Doc, so no one can fucking hoot and holler.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking hoot and holler, and I'm gonna destroy you as soon as you post this heinousness.
It'd be really funny when Undertale's gone and it's just replaced.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Guitar Hero's in its place.
Guitar Hero and
All right, from 10 to 1.
Oh,
As
no,
I'm
kiss my fucking entire
I
ballsack.
think
no.
that's okay. I think
Number
that's okay.
10.
no,
Number 10.
no.
Undertale. Number 9, Tomb Raider. Number 8, Her Story. Number 7, Splatoon. Number 6, Kerbal. Number 5, Contradiction. Number 4, Fallout 4. Number 3, Super Mario Maker. Number 2, Borderlands. Number 3, Witcher 3. Number 1, Witcher 3. Fuck.
I think the top two,
absolutely,
sure, definitely. I'm not opposed to the rest of the order at all, though. I think that's a solid list.
I think Her Story is
do
better
too,
than
but-
Splatoon. I think Kerbal is better than Contradiction, and I don't think Fallout 4 needs to be anywhere up that high. And I don't think, since only one of us has really played Tomb Raider, and all of us
Yeah,
have
I
played
would swap
Undertale
those.
and have at least enjoyed it at some level,
So
yeah, that needs to go
here's
up.
the thing about Undertale, though. Like, based on the conversations we've had about this game over the past couple days, I have, like, a really hard time seeing it, like, any higher
So
than
do I,
10.
but
I feel like these past couple days have just been us kind of ragging on that game, and then John
Because you
up
all
against
hate
the back
me.
of the fucking wall like he's on the cover of Days of Future Past, just like...
I don't.
But I don't
that game
hate that
either.
game. Like, we were highlighting
it's,
the
like, one of
worst
the two
parts.
best games
I
of the
feel
year.
more comfortable with Undertale being above Tomb Raider because I haven't played Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Oh, you're all sound like fools when you
I'm
play
not.
Tomb Raider,
I'm,
but
I'm
all right.
not disputing that. I'm not disputing.
That's
that.
great. In 2016,
As
when
soon
I
as
played
it-
Tomb Raider.
You
as
have
soon
an
as it
Xbox!
hits Steam, like I will be playing that thing. But you know, I just can't. I just wouldn't feel good about getting behind this right now. I ran out of time to play.
All right,
it.
you know what I mean?
I'm good. I'm glad we're recording this, Niall. posterity.
I loved the
Alright,
first
also-
like reboot of Tomb Raider. I thought that was awesome. Like I'm really looking forward to playing the new one. I just
It is
I
better
just
in
haven't
every
had a chance to
conceivable
play
way.
it yet, and I can't, in good conscience, put it above something. You know,
Yeah, I can feel that.
All right, one last change, and I'll be fine with this list. Her Story goes to 4, and everything
I
else
think
drops
that
1.
makes sense too.
No, I'm making some sweeping.
No, you're not,
changes
John.
later. I'll fucking-
John,
Dude,
John,
we're about to find a consensus
yeah,
here.
John. I think
No, listen to me. Honestly, I don't think you all will be too pissed about this. Okay,
Okay.
listen to me. Okay, Kurt. All right, hang on. Let me wait for this to happen, and then I'll
Yeah,
say what I'm gonna say.
I'm making
All
the changes I just proposed that 3 of us have already agreed on.
right. Okay, yeah.
And
let me fix this.
And I'm shortening some game names so I don't have to type them all out.
Okay,
Hell yeah.
Let me fix this.
I think Her Story's kind of high.
I think that's where Her Story should be, personally.
Yeah.
Y'all fucking suck.
John, what would you propose as a idea for putting Her Story lower?
John's somewhere putting Undertale at 1 and like
No, listen. Shh.
No, let's be serious.
Let me live.
Yeah, let's be serious.
Holy fuck.
Let's
Okay.
yeah.
All right. First of all, because I feel like I'm the only one really pushing for Splatoon, obviously Undertale should be above Splatoon.
I would be okay with that. I'm fine with moving
Like,
Undertale up.
at the very fucking
I
least.
don't know. I played
I don't
some
know about that either.
I played some Splatoon and I thought that introduced interesting mechanics. I thought the way they introduced the DLC was great. I thought it was really smart in a way to because shooters come out now and they just fucking die in the vine. Multiplayer games come out and just die in the vine, and you only really have like a handful that exist. And Nintendo said, not only are we going to enter that space,
Like
we're going to
Nintendo.
Yeah, Nintendo said we are going to not only enter the multiplayer space, a multiplayer shooter, we're going to do DLC for free correctly. Nintendo did that. That'd be like saying Konami's gonna make a good Metal Gear game next year. That's batshit fucking insane. And they did it, and they did it incredibly well with their usual pizzazz of wonderful characters, wonderful color, wonderful tone, whimsy, has a decent single player attached to it, and I thought the actual idea behind the multiplayer was kind of, when you're making a multiplayer shooter and you have to sell it to kids, and more specifically their parents, a really great idea. And I don't think you have enough support for Undertale moving much higher.
I would be okay with Undertale going up a space.
Splatoon's so much fun.
Can I...
Well, you say Splatoon is like a ton of fun, but like you also said you didn't play much of it. Like what was it about it?
I played a shit ton of Splatoon.
No, I'm talking to Michael. Like
Because
No, I'm just
Okay.
saying.
I didn't buy it. I played a lot of the test fires, and then a friend of mine has it, and I played a lot at their
So
place.
you-
But
like-
I didn't have the money. I didn't have the money. At
okay,
any
but
point
like
to,
it wasn't
go
like
out
a
and buy
case
it.
of you playing it for 2 hours and going, I've had
No.
enough. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
it wasn't like
because
it
I
wasn't
wanted
like
to make sure of that, because for you to say it's to talk about it like that and then to say I didn't play much of it, like it
No,
sort of doesn't
I
go
wanna-
hand in hand with me. But I still would be okay.
I
with
wanna
it
get it.
bumping up one.
I'm sort of looking at this list, and like the thing that kind of like bugs me is like her story being super super high, and I think Michael made an interesting enough argument for Kerbal that I would put Kerbal at 4 and then drop everything to 1.
Oh,
I
you know
can't-
what? I was gonna say Kerbal should drop.
I can't get behind Kerbal moving up either. I think Kerbal is right where it
Do
needs
you
to
want
be.
to swap Kerbal and Splatoon?
No, I was gonna say put Kerbal where Undertale is, and then move both of those up.
That's fine with me. I'm glad Kerbal's on this list. It's an incredible game. You guys should really play it.
Okay.
And then the other thing I guess I wanted to say, I'm just kind of like sitting here thinking, does anybody want to make an argument for swapping our number 1 and number 2?
I prefer
Not really.
Borderlands, but it is so close, and like I'm not going to get the support for that. Like when I wrote my,
I mean, you might
you
get
think so?
support from me.
Because for me, when
Straight
I
up.
wrote my top 10 list, I was juggling these two games, and I was just kind of like, man, my head says Witcher is objectively the better game, but my heart is really telling me that Tales from the Borderlands is something I'm going to be still thinking about, like, in the future. Like,
Yeah, that's my thing. Like Tales from the Borderlands has just like occupied more
Yeah.
of my brain than Witcher
I
3
mean,
has.
Witcher for me was something that I would turn it on and I would, I would take 10, 15 minutes to get acclimated to where I was and, like get back into it, and then I would be engrossed until I turned it off. And with Borderlands, I would play that game and then I would be thinking, like, it would just occupy space in my head. I would be at work after playing an episode and just thinking about, where's the story going to go? Or did I make the right choice here? Or, like, could I have done this differently? Like, I just...
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry to interrupt, Niall. Didn't you want to cut Borderlands because of technical reasons?
No, I was saying Borderlands and Fallout have to
Okay.
be
Yeah.
Given a pass
Interlocked.
because... Okay, sure. All right. I just couldn't remember what the argument was. I was
No,
saying,
his
how's this your
argument
number
was that
one?
if you were going to cut
But-
Fallout 4 for being more of the same, you had to cut Borderlands for being more of the same.
Well, I would cut Fallout 4 for other reasons as well. But
like my argument is that they're both very very good, more of the same.
Sure.
And sort of like the more I think about like Borderlands, it's like I don't think it's the same thing
It
as
isn't.
The Walking Dead.
well, it's because it's a very different tone.
Right, and like The Walking Dead also, like the choice thing, the Walking Dead doesn't really have as likable characters because like that game is building towards a
Yeah.
thesis that falls in line with like the core of that world. And I think that's partially what makes The Walking Dead so special, is because it is a game that is trying to say something. But Borderlands uses those choices to ingratiate us with these characters in a way that not only gives us authorship over them, but makes them seem more compelling and interesting
I
as a
agree.
result, and like makes me more invested in their struggles in a way that The Walking Dead did to similar like great effect. To the point where, like, straight up, the part of the game that I was, like, straight up on the edge of my fucking seat to make sure I did the exact right thing was, like, the little dialogue at the end where Fiona sort of, like, gives her blessing for Reese to go date Sasha. And that was, like, by far the moment where I was like, oh, yeah, I really give a shit about these characters. I really give a shit
Yeah.
about them, their struggles, and the
I
entirety of the
cared
experience.
about the characters in Borderlands like I haven't really cared about characters in games for a long, long time. And as well as that, like, I was totally burned out on Borderlands. Like, I played Borderlands 2 and I never wanted to touch that thing again. And I think...
Yeah, the pre-sequel
Yeah,
was
and I
just a
think
big fart.
that for them to have made something that reignited, like, my interest not only in the series, but also, like, made good on the promise that Pandora as a world has always had, that the regular mainline games have never been able to take advantage of. Like, there's just something about the way that game is written that just grabbed me and made me care in a way that games generally don't. And I'm not saying The Witcher is poorly written or didn't make me care, because I did, but Witcher was already a story I was going into invested. I could not have gone into Borderlands any less interested in Borderlands. Like, the reason I played Borderlands was because Devin and John and Ryan all played it and went, hey, you should maybe play this. This is really good. And it won me over in a way that I didn't think Borderlands ever could win me over again.
And I think the core of that is, I think it won me over emotionally.
Absolutely.
See, where I stand is I came to Witcher and Borderlands from the same position of, I don't know, like, I played Borderlands 1 and 2, and I was like, yeah, alright, story is fine, I want to go find a purple gun. And I kept trying to play Witcher 2 and just couldn't get into it. And then I forced myself to get through that little hump, like you were saying, Niall, of like, you kind of have to get a feel for Witcher, and I feel the same thing about Telltale games, because I don't really like the way they're set up, that I had to push through that first episode and really the second episode of Tales just to get to the meat of it, which is nearly half the game, to really get invested. And the payoff from Witcher, for me, is an 80 to 90 hour game. And the payoff for Tales are some really great moments, but they're like 4 hours, and like they're really, for me, they were only a handful. And even like you were saying, the moment with Fiona giving Rhys the blessing, right before that, for me, Sasha had died and then had come back to life, which I kind of felt was really shitty, because there was this wonderful, it was like Life is Strange, where they kill this character and it's this really impactful emotional moment. And I was actually feeling bad. And I was almost tearing up, because I was like, oh my God, that's her sister, and she's finally given her the gift, and it means so much. And like, Rhys is still being a dumbass, but he's actually sad, and it's really interesting. And then as soon as it happens, oh, she's fine. And it's like, oh,
see,
great.
That was something that didn't bother me, because it totally makes sense in the context of that universe.
Yeah, it does.
I saw the little like pluses like float around her, like the little medical symbols. I thought, okay, that is actually a kind of funny joke.
And she actually doesn't die, because she makes a point of saying, "I'm not dead.
I'm not dead yet."
And
then, but they treat it like she's dying, and then the watch is a literal MacGuffin. It's a Deus Ex Machina. It's like, well, we wrote this thing in, so we better use it. We should kill Sasha and then revive her. It feels like they just decided, oh, that'll revive her. It's a watch. They don't, like, there's no hook of like, oh, it's a watch to cure. Like, Felix is working on something. There's no, like, unless I missed something at some point, there's no little hint or like blueprints on his desk for, immortal watch. It's just, oh, the watch cures her.
I think it's entirely possible that we did miss something.
Maybe, but if all of us missed it,
right?
Like, I don't
think
it's not very big.
Like, talk about like what ifs, but I also think it's different from Life is Strange, because Life is Strange, you spend like so much time in like that episode with that world, and you should like go back and like make all that time redundant. Like to have like little Pokemon the first movie thing at the end of this game, I didn't really mind it so much.
I didn't mind it
sure,
either.
Because it felt like an earned reward for the characters.
Yeah, I just didn't. I don't know. That game had a lot of like, no, this dude is dead. This guy is dead. I thought like, oh wow, they're actually going to kill Sasha, and they said no, but we won't kill her because Rhys likes her. Like it just, it didn't. It took something away from that moment for me, to where that moment could have been something really deep, and now it's just like, oh, all right, well, wait for them to go in the vault now, because that'll be cool, and that was, but.
It's a difficult problem to solve in a series with respawning and healing,
Yeah, and overall, I don't like Telltale games. I just don't. They're interesting. I think they're a really good way to tell really good stories. I don't think they always do that, and I just don't really love the mechanics. Tales was the best one that's ever clicked with me. But man, the fucking Witcher.
John, where are you?
Huh? No, I'm kidding.
John's asleep.
I half expected him to actually be asleep.
I'm getting close. See, I don't know, because I was kind of backing The Witcher because I was like, we all love that game, but...
The Witcher is the easy
know,
choice. That's kind of, I think, where we all
and,
were.
And honestly, I don't know, I think Borderlands spoke more to me, specifically, because it was just a way more... It's, Witcher is funny, but Borderlands is, this specifically funny game.
Witcher's not supposed to be a funny game, though.
Well, no, I'm not, I'm talking about John Machonsky right now, please.
Jonathan?
Jonathan.
Me.
Jonathan.
Chonsky.
John Machonsky.
Yes, actually, yes, that last one is true. But no, I don't know, I was so surprised about what they did with the Borderlands universe. I was like, man, they're really going for it here. They're taking this world and they are turning it upside down, and it's great. I'm having a great time here, and I want to see where these characters go. With The Witcher, I'm just like, man, these people are fucks, and they're not going to do anything nice. They're not going to learn a lesson at the end of this. They're just going to be a stinky, stupid fuck. And I'm done with that shit. I want to have a good time with the Borderlands folks. They're learning, they're growing, they're having a great time, and we're all going to be good people at the end of the day. So why don't we put Borderlands at number 1?
Are you drunk?
I think we have our number 1.
No, I just, if you guys agree with that, that's fine. I don't think that's a really good argument. Dude,
I know,
the idea that Borderlands was happy and funny, and Witcher 3 was trying to say something deeper and more complex. Fuck complex thoughts.
I'm so fucking tired right now. I can't think of if I tried to think of complex thought, I think I'd pass.
And Niall, I don't, none of you felt like anything for Ciri and Geralt's love for her,
That's why it was number 1 for a little while, and why it's still number 2.
I thought that entire storyline was great, and that was one of those few times where I felt like, God, I can't think of that game. Shit. Fallout 4 has you're trying to find your son, and I felt no paternal drive after the first little bit to go find your son. It's just, it's the main story quest. But with Witcher 3, you are always trying to find Ciri, and it drives Geralt. And that is a through line through all of Witcher 3, and I don't feel that through line through all of Borderlands. Borderlands felt more like zigzags, and it was fucking fun the entire time. But from where you start, to where you finish, I didn't feel like it was an arc. It was an arc for those characters. I didn't feel like there was an overarching plot to all of it. It felt like events that happened to characters.
And I'm totally okay with that.
I thought Witcher 3 was a better rounder, just fucking better package. And it was, length isn't everything, but it's a better, thicker package. The way they handle that world, the way they build it up, how there's little things to discover on fucking notice boards or just stumbling upon quests. The way the quests, meld together, just like we said earlier or yesterday, I guess, with the Bloody Baron quest, where quests you don't think will interact come together and actually affect one another, and then split back apart again and end differently, but murky the waters between them. All of that I thought was wonderfully done.
Borderlands sort of the more I think about it, Borderlands reminds me of Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's a good comparison.
Sure, yeah, I can see that. It
is this heavily character-driven thing. The plot kind of doesn't matter. There's kind of a little bit of dumb MacGuffin stuff in there, but it's the characters are awesome. Spending time in that world is a lot of fun, and it's set to some goddamn good music.
Yeah, it's a popcorn flick. That kind of is derisive, but it's a popcorn flick. It's something let's have fun.
Right.
But I think The Witcher is a deeper, and I'd also argue The Witcher has
some goddamn fun.
Yeah, but I'd also argue The Witcher is better at telling a story and better at actually playing the game.
Yeah, I think there's certainly an argument to be made for the way Witcher plays via the way Borderlands plays. I don't think either of them are perfect.
No, but
obviously Witcher is smoother.
And I also like that The Witcher doesn't reward you for, hey, go kick a bunch of monsters' ass. That's not where you get experience.
Right, you get it from quests.
You get it from quests, which encourages you to interact with the world and solve the world's problems. And, you hunt monsters, but it's really hunting monsters to fix people's problems that is the important part. And that focus on interacting with the world that is around you is deeper than Borderlands is. Borderlands is, here is a stage play and these things are going to happen to you. Whereas Witcher, I feel like I was in that world and interacting with it. Borderlands felt like, oh, you messed this part up. So like I didn't die in Borderlands except for one time. And there's, when you're Fiona and you have to move from box to box and try to get out, like outmaneuver the turret. I actually really didn't like that part and I died multiple times. And it felt like, well, you didn't see the right thing in the story, so try it again. You didn't see the right part of the story, so try it again. Whereas Witcher, it's like, oh no, everything went to shit, and it's kind of your fault. Next quest. Like, I felt like if everyone agrees that Borderlands is number one, I'm not going to fight I'm not going to die on this hill, because I got stuff on here that I wanted, but...
You know what? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like, this goes back to what I
that...
said, like, head versus heart, where my heart is just telling me it's Borderlands, even though my head is telling me it's Witcher. Like, I think it's Borderlands. Like,
what is the best game of the year?
Feeling. Like,
what is the best game of the year?
Super Mario Maker.
Technically Super Mario Maker, right?
I was just thinking that. It's probably Super Mario Maker. No, it shouldn't be.
You know what's fucked up, guys? I'm kind of siding with Michael here. I think Witcher might be good.
Is this going to be our fucking Saints Row versus Skyrim? Is that how this is going to go down?
And guess which one? Skyrim. Witcher.
You know,
Let's not make history's mistakes again.
That's a great game.
Yeah, people still talk about Saints Row 3 all the time.
Yeah. People that are cool do. Listen, no. Fuck, I don't know, like...
Let me just, pause for a hot second and say this is the weirdest goddamn switch-up between me and John. This is straight up hilarious. Oh, yeah.
I'm so fucking tired right now, dude. Listen.
You were the fucking Borderlands boy, and I was the fucking Witcherman, and now it's changed.
I don't know. You know what? Tomorrow when I wake up, I might not even know what the fuck happened. Listen. Right now, in my sleep-deprived mind, I'm thinking, man, The Witcher 3 told those stories really fluidly. The way that you go from place to place and you're just talking to people and you find new quests, and it's so, like, just... It's... I can't think of the word. It's not simple. Fluid, no. Fuck. I'm so tired. I'm falling asleep right now. Like, I'm literally falling asleep as I'm saying this. I need to stop. It's really easy to just find new quests and find new things to do. It's
easy to engage with the world.
Yeah. And you're just...
It doesn't necessarily serve it on a platter, but it's just there. And a lot of RPGs can't do that without having a fucking exclamation point over somebody's head. And there are very few cases I can think of like, there's a dude waiting by the side of the road and he clearly wants to be talked to. There's a couple times it does that, but there's a lot of times where it's just, it feels like natural.
You stumble upon something that's happening and you kind of interject. You're like, all right, I'm a Witcher, let me help out.
Yeah, this lady's yelling at a downed statue and she's like, no, you have to put them all up. And you can either say, what the fuck are you talking about? Get away from me. Or you can say, sure, lady, I'll do what I can. Or you stumble upon a witch burning and you're like, I should talk to somebody. Like, if you can either talk to them or you can say, like, I'm gonna fucking ignore these crazy people. And that's what I did. I didn't engage with them. It feels like this, like both you are interacting with that world and the world is interacting back. And it's poking back at you.
And that is why it is the number 2 game of the year.
I love those moments before you go on big monster fights where you're just preparing. Like, I've never felt like that in a game before where I was just like, I need to get ready. I'm going to set up my gear. I'm going to put some oil on my sword.
I hate the way you said that. Oh, God.
But, I mean, John has a good point. That game, again, like, subverts... that game subverts, like, how you play games. Most games give you a power fantasy, and that game says, no, you can't just rush into a fucking fight. You have to prepare. There's a big fucking monster. If you're not doing this correctly, you're gonna die. Like, you're not Superman. You might be the superpowered Witcher, but you're not the greatest thing on this planet. In fact, Witchers are dying. Yeah. And, like, I eventually I played it on easy because, I just don't like super hard RPGs, and I still was dying and still wasn't, maybe I'm just bad at games, but I was still, like, not struggling, but still had moments where it's like, oh, I'm fucked. I shouldn't have just rushed in here. Which is like, that game punishes a lack of patience, and that game has a very specific thing it wants to do, and it continually reminds you with the gameplay of, like, you are not Superman. You're not, like, Geralt of Rivia. You're just Geralt. You're just some dude.
You're a dude whom good at fighting monsters.
Yeah, not that good.
I think if you had told me when I played Borderlands 2 that I would give a shit about Handsome Jack and the destruction of Hyperion's moon base would mean something, like, emotionally, would, like, be an emotional event in terms of the story, like, I would have called you a crazy person.
But
like,
were you invested...
the big ol' H?
Were you invested into Geralt before?
I was.
No.
I think I'm the only person here who might have played Witcher before this. Is that...
I played Witcher 2 for, I think the longest I played it was like 6 hours, and I just couldn't do it. But Witcher 3, once I got through that, I always have that thing with, I have it with Fallout, and I have it with Skyrim, and Oblivion, and I have it, I guess, with Witcher, where if I am not into it in an hour, I might drop it, and I have to come back and redo it. And eventually, once I break down that little mental barrier in my head, I'm engrossed. But, so once, like, I could never do that with Witcher 2, and I tried dozens of times, or maybe not dozens, but at least like 6 times. And with Witcher 3, I started it once, had others, got busy, and then came back to it and just didn't put it down. And I never cared about Geralt. And, there are people who said before, like, I remember when I started playing this game, somebody told me, like, oh, Geralt fucking sucks. He's such a womanizer. And yet the Geralt I played was, like, a nice dude who was actually torn between 2 women in his life. And I actually finally chose one and just started fucking dissing the other. And she was just kind of pissed at me. And it was actually like, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
That's what would happen. I told this lady I loved her, and I'm choosing this other lady. And she's fucking pissed. But we still have to deal with it because she's attached to Ciri just as much as I am. So, like, all of those complex emotions are handled subtly and well.
And I'm not disagreeing with you there, but, like, the idea that Geralt is, or that some people have that Geralt is this, like, horrible womanizer, misogynist character is, like, that's hyperbole. Like, that's people who haven't actually really played that game but have heard things like that have been blown up.
Yeah, and it's from the sex cards from 1.
Yeah,
but you could say the same thing about the Mass
Effect
main character because you could sleep with everybody.
It's not like a case of he's this awful character supposedly who actually isn't. And, like, I have been I didn't play the original because I didn't have a PC that could play it at the time, but when the Xbox version of 2 came out, I played it and I got really invested in it. And I still found myself, like, invested in Witcher 3, like, in that story, especially regarding Ciri, but, like, I just didn't feel the same emotional resonance that I got out of Borderlands, personally. Like, for me, it was just, like, I really like Witcher, and I think it is emotionally engaging, but I think Borderlands is just so much more engaging on an emotional level to me. And it's like Mike's, like...
But is it a better game because of that, or did it just have, like, better characters?
I think it's a better game because the way you interact with the characters in that world, like I said earlier, it gives you more connection to them, gives you more authorship over their story, and so the inherently superior writing becomes more personal. It becomes like a more personal version of this story. And I think
I felt personally attached searching for Ciri because you follow in her footsteps and then you replay moments of her, and I thought that connected Geralt's journey with her journey, and it's so, like, it's not even, like, linear. So you get bits and pieces, and I remember feeling dejected when I would find a piece that led up to something I already knew. It's like, oh, I'm not closer to finding out where she is. I'm just closer to understanding what's happened, which actually would later, when I found another piece of that story, would then further connect, like, oh, now I know who, like, she has a person with her. Now I know to go talk to this person. Like, that chopped up story made me more engaged with it rather than if it just said, yeah, she's lost, she's running through woods.
Man,
Yeah,
why do y'all like all these chopped up stories this year? What the hell?
John, you're drunk.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm really tired.
I came in this expecting to say Witcher, and I have to go with Borderlands. Like, I have not stopped listening to that music since I finished that game.
But that's just good music.
It's good music used well in the context of a world you spent time in with these characters that you like. Like you.
Oh, then guess what? Why is an Undertale higher than you, fucker?
Shut up, John. God.
Because that's exactly what I've been doing for like 3 months.
I feel like for this site and for this group of people and for all the talking up we've done of Borderlands, I think
if that's where everyone else wants to go, that's fine. I enjoyed Borderlands. I think Witcher is a much better game.
So close between them, but I gotta go with Tales personally.
It is.
I'm fine with either. So
I think you guys are
it is literally like a hair between them for me. Like,
yeah, I think the way that Borderlands manages to recontextualize 3 games worth of
that was
story
poorly
and world
done.
building,
That was really poorly done.
That was like actively poorly done.
I think Borderlands 1 does more to try to build that world and does an okay job. I think Borderlands 2 just says, haha, jokes. Like,
right, exactly.
I don't love this.
Like, directly
but that's
playing
not
off Borderlands 2.
Yeah, I just don't think, I never played Borderlands 2 for the story. Like, I didn't give a shit. I thought it was great enough to give me some interesting set pieces, but I never was sitting there like, oh my god, what's Handsome Jack gonna do next? It'd be
and
I
also
skip
I
to the
felt
next.
Unavoidable.
Yeah,
and also I feel like the way the original Borderlands set up Borderlands 2, it was setting it up in a way that it could have done something really, really cool with storytelling, and playing Borderlands 2 and seeing that what they came out with was something that was just like fucking awful from a story and writing standpoint. Like,
I see what I think what we're saying is that if Tales from the Borderlands was a Borderlands 3 game, it would be fucking easily the number 1 game, but as a game that you interact with and play, Witcher 3 does everything well. I can't say that about Borderlands.
There was a reason the first game of the year me and John ever gave together was
Gone
The
Home.
Walking Dead.
Oh, no, yeah. I thought it was Gone Home.
Because of the Velocity Gamer era.
Okay.
Where The Walking Dead was the game of the year. And, like, it's like, oh man, Borderlands is so fucking good.
But I just, like, you've seen you've seen the Tales games
a more
before.
memorable, flawed experience than a less memorable, polished one.
I'll give one last argument.
Okay.
The problem I have with Borderlands winning, and I don't have like a huge problem. I enjoyed both these games. Every game that we've pretty much talked about on this list is incredible. Almost all of them, except for Guitar Hero.
It's not on the list though.
Guitar
It's
Hero
fine.
is fucking
I'm
so
joking.
good.
I'm joking.
Eat my shit, Mike.
You
I'm joking.
cretins.
Is that Borderlands is a really good story. Not all of it, but the high points are really fucking high. Clearly higher than a lot of the points of Witcher. And the interactivity that Tales games introduces emphasizes some of those characters. But I think a lot of that interactivity is not useless, but kind of pointless. Or it says, here, do this now because you've been watching it for too long. And some of those moments are great, like the finger point battle is great. It's like, well, you've been watching this too long. Here's this fucking ridiculous moment. And some of it's just boring, like moving up from box to box to get to a turret. It almost feels like I have to play this to get to the next story scene, where I'd rather watch Tales from the Borderlands than play it. But Witcher 3, I would rather play, because the combat is so fulfilling and it's so different. The way you can build your character, the way you can interact with characters is maybe not always more interesting, but there's more to see, there's more to do, there's more to play, and for me that makes Witcher just a better game.
You know what? Actually, it's something I just realized. I just scrolled up, and both best moment and best writing are Witcher. So
Best moment?
Was the Bloody Baron
Yeah,
questline.
Bloody Baron.
That is definitely true.
Like, I don't know. I kind of feel like, I don't know.
I just feel like
We gave some awards to Borderlands.
yeah, we did. Loaderbot won 2 awards, but I just feel like
Loaderbot, Game of the Year.
I just
Loaderbot's
feel
game.
like Borderlands is the one that I'm still going to be thinking about in a year. Like I
that's
feel
like-
like I probably won't think about The Witcher anymore until the next Witcher game, if there is a next.
And then Borderlands Season 2 will come out and suck, and then we'll be like, great.
Yeah, and then we'll give it the fucking most disappointing, like, Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Yep.
The cycle
But
continues.
but I'm saying like
There's always a man, there's always a Telltale game, there's always a disappointment.
I just feel like Borderlands is going to be the one that sticks with me longer of the two, and the one that I am more excited for. Not to say I won't be
Like-
excited for the next Witcher, but
Yeah, and it's like we gave The Witcher a lot of awards, and I was even like the guy pushing for a lot of them. But it's like literally just a couple goddamn minutes ago, I was just like absentmindedly thinking of a moment from Borderlands.
yes, I have been
And
thining about things
The
in that.
way it just commands my attention.
Yeah,
And like I look back on that story, and it feels like I was not just a viewer but a participant.
yeah, absolutely.
I did my best to try and make that world better for all characters involved. And I did that not because that's the thing you do if you're a person who plays choice-based games where you're like the good guy or the evil guy. I did it because I actively wanted to see those people be happy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they don't exist, and that's fucked up.
I think the problem The Witcher has compared to that notion is that everything is so far spaced out
Right.
because it is a bigger game.
Yeah.
So like the moments where you're defending the Witcher castle, which I thought was fucking terrific, and like being able to interact with that little castle and defend it with all your friends is heartfelt because it's like this dying breed of monster hunters gives one last gasp against a fucking terrifying enemy, and they're all helping each other. I thought that was
Yeah,
terrific,
I
and
really liked that last stand thing.
Yeah.
But,
and then finding Ciri, and like you find those dwarves, and you're like, oh, this is some more bullshit, and Ciri's not going to be here, and then she's in there, and you just sit in front of the fire and just connect. And I don't know how it ended for you guys, but for me, she like that end scene when she chooses to. This is how it ended for me. She encourages Geralt to go out into the woods with her, and she's really distant and really moody and kind of playful, but then moody and distant again. And you're teaching her to do dumb things like scare away a bear, and it seems like tutorial. And at the end, she reveals like, I'm going to live with my dad. And I just remember putting down the controller or like holding it in one hand because you still had to answer like dialogue questions, and just thinking like, it was like this weird moment of almost like my little girl's going to college, like betrayal, and like I wanted to say no, of course you can't, but then realizing like she has to go. Like she has this weird power, she's special, she's clearly strong as shit, and she's clearly level-headed enough that this is exactly what she should do, and it's what's best for everybody in this world. I have to let her go. Like those moments are better to me because they hit me at a deeper level than Borderlands. Not to say that Borderlands wasn't fun. That fucking fighting game Voltron Power Rangers moment with that mech is great. All that's fun, but I was hitting up, down, X, left, up. Whereas like and then watching it. And whereas with Witcher I was saying, no, you can go. Like, I understand. Like, I was saying that because I was choosing that option. And I know you get dialogue choices in Borderlands, but the moments for Witcher were just different and deeper, and I don't get that with every game. I can pick up... There are a lot of games that do fucking lunacy and fun. There aren't a lot of games that do how it feels to be a dad, or, like, how it feels to be vulnerable. how it feels to be in a gray world where there isn't right and wrong. Like if you want to play like a Boy Scout evil dude, go play Fable. And there's some ramifications for your choices, but Witcher says like, no dude, you chose evil, it doesn't matter. You chose good, it doesn't matter, because just like real life, shit happens no matter what. And you're just choosing how you interact with it. Like, I don't know, I thought Witcher did things differently, and like I said with Metal Gear, like I really like games that do things differently. I don't feel like Borderlands did anything differently. It did things differently for Borderlands, but by itself, it was like, yeah, this is a good Telltale game, and it makes me really like these characters in these moments. But Witcher 3 said, here's a fucking incredible piece of game. I don't know, I'm starting to lose my train of thought.
Guys,
I don't feel like we should like discount it for being a good Telltale game. Like when Scooter dies, it is amazing that they got me to care about Scooter dying.
Yeah.
And it's not just amazing because he dies, it's amazing because I fucking felt bad because I took advantage of him.
I had to
kind
do
of a
it.
dick.
I had to do this. Like, I had to cut him loose.
I have to let this guy go. I pick step 3 because that's what you
I
gotta
forgot what step 3 was until I was hitting it. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make out.
It's what he deserves. And then you launch his fucking goddamn satellite, catch a motherfucking ride. That's like all stuff you do, and none of that would have the same kind of impact if that didn't come with the guilt associated with taking advantage of this otherwise, like, you know, friendly, affable guy. And then he fucking dies.
The thing I have with that is I've played a lot of Borderlands, and all he is in Borderlands is a dude who will say, like, here's another car.
Yeah, so the fact that they got you to care about him, of all people.
But I already cared about him because I liked him in Borderlands, but he was the same kind of, like, hey, guys. Like, he was still that, and you still get, like, 1,000 cars from him in Borderlands 2, and in Borderlands, like, I agree, like, that was a good emotional moment, but I guess I didn't feel the impact the way you guys did.
This is fucked up, because I don't know, I'm really agreeing with Michael. I like Borderlands a lot, but I'm really agreeing with Michael.
It's like, it's gotta be Borderlands for
I
me.
feel like it's gotta be Borderlands too.
Do we have a knife fight? What do we do?
Yeah,
okay, Michael, you can have a bat, and I'll get a knife, and we'll...
All right.
No,
okay, two things. Number one, the coward's way out is to have a tie. No ties.
No ties.
Number two, Borderlands is the best game of the year.
I think Borderlands... I just...
Tomb Raider, game of the year.
I need to go to bed.
Shut up.
Guitar Hero.
Game of the year.
Bar Rescue.
Evolve.
Shut up.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5. Let's...
Game of the year. Congratulations, Activision.
John is dying in the background there.
I need to go to bed really soon, but I still agree with Michael that I think The Witcher's a better game. I don't know.
It was fucking you who told me we need to play this goddamn game.
Yeah.
Because it's good. It's number 2.
Some might even say it's number 1.
It's number 1.
Yeah, some people, but not me.
But me and Mike...
Fuck, I'm so tired.
I think...
Okay, let me lay out all my cards on the table right now. I am wide the fuck awake. Nyla is wide the fuck awake. I don't want to have to do this. I don't want to have to fucking...
No, that's not fair. That's not
Philip Radster.
I had a fucking nightmare weekend.
Let's put it this way. This is a site game of the year. And I think if we had to ask those who can't be on because of, 30 people on a podcast we'd be already dead. I think as a site, it's Tales from the Borderland.
I agree.
I think so.
I think Devin and Ryan would. I know they played it and really liked it. I know I think one of them also played Witcher. I know Kay played Witcher.
I don't think Kay played Witcher. Kay downloaded it, but she didn't play it. Yes.
Oh, well, I think if we took a site-wide vote, there'd be more passion and more, for Tales.
That's fair.
I still think Witcher.
I think it is.
I have my personal list.
I think it is so close. Like it could not be closer.
You know what I'm going to say then? If we're counting site-wide passion...
No, we're counting site-wide passion to break this tie.
John, don't start.
If we're counting site-wide passion, then I guess fucking Splatoon Game of the Year.
Yeah. That was specifically to break the tie.
God damn it.
Let's just call it here because it's like 3 a.m. where you guys are.
Why is her story so
Because it deserves to be. Let's not get into this. Let's just fucking...
Yeah, if you should have fought for it earlier
Maybe
then.
Fallout 4 should
God.
be at 4.
Guys, no. Let's just.
We're done. We're done.
You should have fought for.
John, you want to recap the day for us, please, before you fall asleep?
I can stay up as long as I
No,
need
you
to,
can't.
so
No, you cannot.
pissed.
We just made the decision. Is everyone okay
Yes.
with it?
I'm wide awake.
God damn it, Undertale is such a good game. Fuck you all.
And it's on the Game of the Year list. And it's won
my
several
ass.
awards.
God
Has it
damn
won
it.
several awards?
I thought it had.
It came second in a lot of things. It's been
Yeah,
in the
it's-
conversation for a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It joined the conversation.
Yeah. Let's just.
John the
Oh, can
conversation.
we not do this now, please? We've been at this 5 hours tonight.
Alright, well.
Well, hold on. Is everyone okay
Yes.
with what won?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
John?
Are we done with the
We're
fucking
done.
actual
We're
listing
done.
of this
We're
shit?
done.
Everyone's okay with the top 10
Yes.
list, as
Listen.
is.
Are we
We
done
are done.
because we actually give a shit, or is it just because y'all want me to go to sleep?
No,
We agree.
that's why I'm asking this question.
agree.
Okay, then I do actually have one small thing. This
Okay.
is like the tiniest and most. This is like the pettiest goddamn shit in the world.
What?
I would swap Kerbal and Tomb Raider.
No.
No.
Okay, well then, all right.
Good try.
Yeah, thank you.
I will absolutely hold my hands up if Tomb Raider is awesome when I get to play it. I hope it is. I haven't had a chance yet. I'm excited to play it.
I played some of that first one and enjoyed it, but I didn't beat it because I thought it was a little redundant. So I hope the second one's a lot better.
It is. It is really good, and I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to Tomb Raider not being higher on our What the Fuck award next year. No, this is a
Alright,
good list.
so-
This is like, not to fucking interrupt. I know we all got to sleep, but I'm really happy with the makeup of this list and
I am
the
too.
fucking sheer diversity.
Yeah, it's very, very.
I don't know why a Contra game is on there though.
Contradiction. I can't believe Contradiction is in the top 10. I'm so happy.
I can't believe Contra is number 6.
Can't believe it, Contra. You really did it.
Yeah.
Konami.
Wow,
Konami
they,
did
make
it.
it. They make it right.
Konami's Game of the Year,
right.
Contra.
Oh, they finally came out with the 4th episode of the fall. Huh, that's neat.
Let me read the goddamn shit.
No, let's keep making jokes that no one will be able to get.
Do it, John.
Okay. Winner of the worst game was Tony Hawk 5, with runners-up Omega Quintet and Risen 3, the PS4 one. And our top 10 list for Game of the Year, from number 10 to number 1, is Tomb Raider for some fucking reason.
It's a great game.
Kerbal Space Program, Undertale, Splatoon, Contradiction Spot the Liar, Fallout 4, Her Story, Super Mario Maker, The Witcher 3, and number 1, Tales from the Borderlands.
Oh, God.
That was a heel turn on my part
Yeah, you
and
fuck.
on John's.
All right,
The
so
double switch.
If you disagree with this list, please listen to the podcast, and then if you disagree, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you disagree, follow us on Twitter and on Facebook. That'd be really great.
Tumblr, too.
Yeah, all of our top 10 lists should be out. Check those out, especially if you disagree with this list. And you know what? Just follow us all on all the social media too. But only if
You disagree.
You really hate
Yeah,
this
only
list.
if you disagree.
Only if you think this list is bullshit. 'Cause
But if you like this list, you
should
should comment, rate, subscribe.
thank you.
Yeah.
Sound off in the
listen.
comments below.
Yeah.
Yeah. just let loose a flurry of love.
What do you think?
Find us on MySpace.
Use hashtag VGCC Game of the Year.
Yeah, text me your list. If you have my phone number, I want to see your top 10
Yeah.
list. Just send
You
it
can
to me.
contact us through,
It's,
through Kick or Line.
Mm-hmm. Snapchat.
Yes, send nudes through Snapchat. There
Oh,
you
God.
Go. Yeah.
Post to your local Yik Yak about our list.
You guys are all like drunk off being awake so late. It's amazing.
Dude, it's like fucking 11:50 in California time. I'm still good to go.
It is
Let's have a
7:51.
who wants to have the game of the generation argument right now? Let's do
Yeah,
it.
all right. Red Dead Redemption.
Mirror's
Next
Edge.
generation.
Stop. I'm like,
Mirror's
no,
Edge. Are
no,
you
stop.
fucking...
How do you guys feel
we
about
done?
Heavy
Okay.
Rain?
Listen,
I like trash.
I'm good. Stop. We need to
We do.
stop.
Are we like actually stopping?
Yes,
I
we're
don't
actually
know.
stopping.
No. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for listening to our podcast. I'm sorry. Good night. Oh, those Chooch boys. Hi, I'm John Machonsky, the guy you just listened to not even a second ago. I'm more awake now because it's been like a week or so since we've recorded this, and I've slept. Thanks so much for listening to Video Game Choo Choo's Game of the Year podcast, and, just thanks for listening to all of our podcasts in general. It's very nice that we have an audience that enjoys what we do and has kept up with all the changes that have gone on. It's been great seeing our audience expand as time went on. I'm really glad that we've brought on all these new people. Chooch wouldn't be what it is without all the help of everyone who's joined up. So thanks to Niall, Ryan, Michael, Devin, Kay. Thanks so much for everything. Thanks Rocky for what you could do when you were around. Thanks Mike Casamano and Will Westwater for all the help you've given. Thanks to our friends out in the games industry who sent us games and believed in us enough to think that we're worth a damn. And thanks again to everyone who continues to listen to all of our Video Game Choo Choo podcasts. Please, please, please spread the word, because we can only continue if more people pay attention. I'd really like to expand Chooch as we go, and make new videos, make new content. I don't want to promise anything yet because we haven't actually talked about what we're doing next year at the time of this recording, but hopefully soon we'll know what we're doing and we'll have everything squared out and we'll get some new content rolling. But I just wanted to say thanks so much for everything, and hope everyone who's listening had a wonderful holiday, and I hope you have a great new year. And we'll see you on the other side with a brand new episode of the Video Game Choo Choo podcast. Thanks again.